Right, hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. This one's a little bit different. It is a Star Wars tier list. Now, I know this is technically not game related, which is usually what my channel sticks to, but I thought I'd diversify a little bit, and this caught my eye, so this is what we're going with. So this is obviously the first 9 films plus Solo and Rogue One. So I'll be open with you. Yeah, 8 and 9 I did not like. I liked 1 through 7. I liked Solo and I liked Rogue One. So you already know what's going to be in D tier. Everything else will probably stay above, but it's just what order I put those in. So, episode 1, C tier. Now, my reason for putting this in C tier is simply because the story isn't great. There's quite a few plot holes. However, the fight scenes are very good. I think it's a very good movie, but not a very good Star Wars movie, if that makes sense. But on episode 2 I think is slightly better, so we'll go B tier. Episode 2, the story improves a little bit. The script's still a little bit messed up, but it's what it incorporates. It is quite a good movie. It's the same with episode 3, however, episode 3 I much prefer. The fighting is better, blah blah blah. But yeah, speaking of which, episode 3 is here. Episode 3 is my favourite movie personally. Obviously, it has all the meme potential that everyone looks at, but not just that. It has one of the best fight scenes. It has the best story if you ignore some of the script, because obviously some of the script is a little bit bare. But it's Anakin turning to the dark side. Like what else could you want? That's quite a good movie. Then we're into the original film or episode 4. I said that's A tier. So the only reason I said that's A tier is because I don't think it's the best out of the original trilogy. However, the original trilogy are superior to the sequels other than episode 3. I'd say that's probably my least favourite of the original trilogy. So A. Empire Strikes Back, I think, is an S tier. I think that is my favourite original trilogy movie personally. I'd say it is on par, if not a little bit better than Episode 3. Probably a little bit better, I mean, it's obviously not got as many plot holes, the script's a lot better. But yeah, S tier. And then we're obviously on to Episode 6. I'd say it's B tier. So I don't think it's quite as good as Empire Strikes Back. I think it's a little bit better than A New Hope. So it's there. Then we've got The Force Awakens. I'd say The Force Awakens is B tier. I'm not going to anger everyone and put it on the par with them. It's still not as good as the original trilogy, but I think it has a lot of potential. If they'd have gone down the route that everyone thought they were going down for episode 8 and 9, it could have been a very good sequel trilogy. I think episode 7 is not as bad as everyone says. I think it's the other two that are quite bad. So yeah, B tier, right in the middle. So this one, again, right? This one's C tier for me, simply because it isn't the worst movie on this list. There's a couple of characters that aren't very good. They've just kind of been thrown in there. For instance, I believe Rose gets thrown in there. And at the start, I was like, oh, it's quite a cool development. It's a sister that dies, blah, blah, blah. But I think the thing that does it for me is obviously the fight scene with Luke and Kylo. Because Luke obviously whoops his ass without actually having to touch him. I think that fight scene redeems it from being a D, so it puts it up to a C. However, the movie itself isn't very good. This one's D. I don't even have to explain this to you. It is just shit. It's not a very good movie. I did not enjoy it at all. It's just a shame. I was looking forward to it. I was hoping they were going to redeem it, but now, yeah. But it'll be right. Rogue One. So now Rogue One, I'd say, is the better out of the last two. I'd say that's an A tier. I really like this movie simply because it kind of tells you how they got the Death Star plans. I don't think there's any plot hole loops. And the reason people don't like it is because they like hating on the sequels. Technically, this is a prequel, I suppose, isn't it? I think people just like hating on movies. I thought Rogue One was a very, very good movie. I thought Solo wasn't as good as Rogue One, but was still pretty good. I'd say Rogue One is a B tier movie. I don't think it was as good as the original trilogy, anywhere near for that matter. I think there were a couple of plot holes in Solo, but overall it was a very good movie. Rogue One for me though was definitely the best out of those two. But yeah, that's it for this video. It was just a short tier list that I thought I'd do. If anyone is watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave your opinions below. Obviously, don't hate on my opinions. It is just my opinion. But I would love to hear your opinions on where you rate the Star Wars movies. Hopefully there's someone that agrees with me. Maybe not. Well, that's fine. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Dripping like a pool. On a four with school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5.